These are traits to be cautious about, especially before marriage. However, if you're already married and some of these traits exist, but your marriage still works and brings you peace, then Alhamdulillah. This advice is from the wisdom of Shaykh Ibn Uthaymeen, rahimahullah, who outlined 7 types of women a man should avoid marrying. These traits, when excessive, can lead to difficulties in a marriage. The first type is An-Nana. This is a woman who complains constantly. Every single day, she has something to complain about. No matter what you do for her, it's never enough. If you give her a gift, she'll say, "Why only this? You could have done better." She doesn't believe that the thought counts. She always thinks more could have been done. This type of constant dissatisfaction can destroy the peace in a marriage. Stay away from a woman like this. The second type is Al-Hanana. This is a woman who is always longing for what she doesn't have. She might say to her husband, "I could have done better than you." She'll claim that when she was younger, she had better options. Wealthier men, more handsome men, more successful men, and that she settled for less by marrying him. She's always wishing for another life, another situation, and another husband. Such a mindset makes it difficult for her to appreciate what she has, so avoid marrying a woman like this. The third type is Al-Hadaka. Hadaka is a woman whose eyes are constantly looking at what others have. She visits her friends' homes and comes back saying, "Our house is the worst." She'll complain about the furniture, the size of the house, or the lifestyle, saying, "Why don't we have what they have?" She's always comparing her life to others, creating unnecessary pressure on her husband to meet those unrealistic expectations. This excessive materialism is harmful to a healthy marriage. The fourth type is Al-Baraka. This is a woman who is obsessed with her appearance. She spends all her time applying makeup, dressing up, and focusing on her image, while neglecting her responsibilities at home. She doesn't prioritize her children, her husband, or even the cleanliness of the house. Instead, her entire focus is on her personal glamour and appearance. While self-care is important, when it becomes excessive and overshadows the family's well-being, it's a red flag. The fifth type is Ash-Shadaka. This is a woman who talks excessively. She's always talking, and her husband struggles to get a word in. If he says, "Can I say something?" she keeps going. If he asks, "Have you finished?" she replies, "No, I've just started." Before marriage, you can notice this trait. Any form of communication that you have before marriage, you will notice how she is constantly talking, and she barely gives you a chance to say something. Some men prefer quiet and reflective spouses, while others might like someone talkative. Choose based on what brings you peace. The sixth type is Kayatul Kafa. This refers to a woman who has a brand mark on the nape of her neck. What does that mean? It symbolizes a woman with a bad reputation, or one about whom doubts are raised. Such a woman might have a history of questionable behavior that causes concern for her character. This advice is not about judging someone unfairly, but about ensuring trust and peace in the marriage. The seventh type is Al-Manana. This is a woman who constantly reminds her husband of the favors she has done for him. She'll say things like, "I've done so much for you," or "You wouldn't be where you are without me." She keeps bringing up her sacrifices and contributions, making the husband feel indebted to her all the time. This type of behavior creates an imbalance in the relationship, as it undermines mutual respect and gratitude. Brothers and sisters, it all comes down to this. Every marriage is unique, and what works for one couple might not work for another. The goal is to find balance, harmony, and peace in your relationship. May Allah bless all our homes with understanding and tranquility.